Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Welcome here at Al Madar, and we're here to discuss a very important issue, an ongoing lifelong project for all of us, and that is to seek knowledge. Knowledge of Al Islam, knowledge of that which benefits you in this life and the next. And this is the month of Ramadan, the month of Al Quran, the month of As Salah, the month of As Sawm, fasting. And during this time, it's one of the best times to take part in seeking knowledge and growing as a Muslim and learning about Al-Islam. Very often I get phone calls, emails of people asking basic questions, and they say, oh, unfortunately, I never learnt much about Islam, or I never had the opportunity to learn much about Islam. Now is the opportunity to begin your journey learning about Islam. And learning about Islam doesn't mean you become a scholar. It doesn't mean you become a student of knowledge. I mean, you are a student of knowledge, but it doesn't mean you become a very learned individual. What you must be is someone who is learning about what they need to do as a Muslim. How to pray, how to do the two sajda, the two prostrations for forgetfulness in your salah. What to do if najasa, something dirty, goes in your clothes while you're praying. These things you need to know as a Muslim is some of the things that there's no excuse. We can't just offset that knowledge to someone else. We have to take part in it right now. So this is something we should need to enjoy on ourselves and dedicate ourselves to doing so. And the first advice I would give in doing so is to find a teacher. Now, it doesn't mean you have to literally find a teacher and sign up to a course, no. But find someone who is reliable and is able to deliver the knowledge that you need in a manner that is useful and palatable, but easy to absorb for your mindset and for your abilities. So if someone, for example, is a very high level scholar that always speaks very technical, and when he speaks you have no idea what he's talking about, then find someone who speaks on your level and make mulazama. Stick to that individual, not blindly, but stick to the individual and learn what you can as much as you possibly can. By doing so, you have essentially removed the hassle of learning or finding out or asking the question, what should I learn next? How should I learn it? All these questions the teacher would helpfully resolve for you. And from that, you will learn how to study from your teacher, and what to study. And that's one of the benefits and virtues of finding a teacher, especially a Quran teacher. If you try and do these things yourself, you want to buy a few books and you want to study yourself, you have no idea what is more important, what is important, what is a priority and what is not a priority, not until you've studied it. So that's where you refer to someone who already has studied it, let him give you the direction and just follow what he does. Makes life easy for yourself. And it'll also help you to study, know when to study. So he can give you a schedule. Choose this time, choose that time. That's one of the benefits of having a teacher to help you along, or a mentor, you could say, help you along in your journey, because they offload a lot of the hassle that come with anything, with studying basically. Focus on what has maximum impact. So you could learn one rule that applies to one obscure situation that you probably hardly ever come across, or you could learn one rule that applies to half of your life. For example, verily actions are determined by intentions. Every aspect of the deen has that somewhere in its core, intention. So learning about intentions is at the core of, or is something that has maximum benefit. What you learn, you must practice. Very important lesson. What you learn, you must practice. As Imam Ahmad said, there was not a hadith I learned except that I paid the zakat on that knowledge, meaning he implemented that knowledge. If you learn for the sake of knowledge and don't implement it, it will go in and it will soon depart. Knowledge has to be worked upon, it has to be acted upon. If you just leave it there, it will go sour and disintegrate. And finally, calling others to what you know, da'wah. It doesn't mean you become a full-fledged da'i on the street corner all the time, but what it means is whatever you learn, whenever the opportunity arises to deliver the knowledge, we deliver the knowledge. And we do so in the best manner possible with the intent, the internal intent to guide them to Al-Islam, to bring them to the truth, and so they can benefit from your knowledge. As you know, when a person passes away, only 3 things that he has done will continue to benefit him. One of them is knowledge that continues to benefit. So giving da'wah to what you know is one of the greatest forms of acting upon that knowledge. And it doesn't mean that you must act before you give da'wah. That's another fallacy people have. They think, oh, unless I do it myself, I'm not going to mention it. No. Call others to it. Hopefully that'll give you the guilt, enough guilt to say, I need to do it myself. If I'm telling others about it, I must do it myself. Don't look at other around as, oh, I must do it first, then call others. No, call others. If you're not doing it, that call will remind you to do it yourself. So these are the things we need to encourage you on, we need to remind you on about seeking knowledge, and try your best to do something, even if it's small. 5-10 minutes a day on one little issue, but consistent, will have massive impact on your life. You don't have to be a full student knowledge to be studying 2 to 3 hours a day. Something 5-10 minutes is enough. And you already started now by watching this video. We hope you find this video beneficial. Subscribe to our channel so you get more of these lessons so you can continue learning in your deen. And may Allah bless your Ramadan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.